Hi guys, Kiana Hanna here. Welcome to day 4 of the Clean Eating Challenge. I can't do a challenge without talking about sugar. So today we're going to focus a little bit on refined sugar and how it affects our body and why I truly believe that you need to cut it down in order to be successful for the long term. So sugar typically just makes us overweight and it makes us sick for large amounts. 1/3 of Americans are obese in this country. Top 3 diseases are stroke, cancers, and heart disease, and they're all linked to eating foods. And sugar is really hidden in so much stuff. It's hidden in tortillas and sausages and chicken broths and salad dressings and cold cuts and bacon and, I mean, cereals loaded with it and bread. And recently I found baby food, so I was pretty upset about that. Why do people add sugar? I mean, obviously it's common sense for flavor, to extend the shelf life of something, and because it can make a little go a long way, meaning they don't have to, sugar's kind of cheap to add into something, and so it's a cheaper process. So sugar is kind of, it won't just say sugar on the label. I want you to be aware of that. There's lots of different ways that sugar is labeled. Sweeteners like agave and corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup. I really want you to avoid high fructose corn syrup. That is a very big problem right now. It's the way that it's processed. The corn syrup is processed, and it's leading to fatty liver disease, which I'll talk about a little bit down below in a second. And so I really want you to avoid high fructose corn syrup at all costs, and try to in general avoid corn syrup. And you obviously we know that sugar is in like cake and cookies and candy bars, but I just want you to start being aware of what sugar is also in, which is like breads and these hidden foods, salad dressing, and things that you don't necessarily think about, and it all adds up. So if you're going to have, to replace sugar, a great sugar substitute is stevia. It's a plant-based sugar, and stevia in the raw is the absolute best. So you don't want to replace sugar with artificial sugars. That's even worse. So please don't put fake sugars or use fake sugars. There's all kinds of links to different stuff, cancers and other things. So you know, the average American gets 22 teaspoons of sugar a day. I want you to look at this. 22 teaspoons of sugar a day. Okay? Here is what you are supposed to have. 5 teaspoons. 22 average. 5 teaspoons, what you're supposed to have. Now, you might just look at that and go, so what? What does it matter? But you need to realize that everything you put in your body has to break down. So your body is constantly overworking. It's, you know, if you're constantly going uphill and you're riding a bike, it's always overworking all the time. So what has to break it down? Like, it doesn't just go into your body and just disintegrate, and then, you know, sugar is no longer, you know, that's how it works. You know, what happens is if you eat something really sugary or you have a lot of sugar in your diet, your body takes what it needs and fills up the cells with what it needs, and then the cells are slammed shut full of sugar. And so then excess sugar is now running through your bloodstream, which is where we get things like diabetes. And the bloodstream is so full of sugar that it doesn't know where to go. And so it starts sending it to liver, okay, where people store it, and that's called fatty liver disease. Literally, why is sugar bad? I don't want to necessarily say it's bad, but why is sugar hard on your body? Because, you know, it's okay that we're going to eat some sugar, but we want to really limit it. You're going to notice certain things, and you're going to just feel better, okay, when you limit your sugar. So sugar makes our organs fat. Okay, sugar primes our body for diabetes. Sugar is linked to high cholesterol. It's also linked to what they call type 3 diabetes, which I don't even know if you've heard of it, but it's happened in the last like 6 months. It's just came out, which is linking to Alzheimer's. It's also linked to depression because you eat a bunch of sugar and then your body crashes. And when our body crashes, we just feel like crap, and it affects our emotions. And then guess what? We need food in order to feel better, or we feel like we need food and then we need to eat more, and then it's like a vicious cycle. So it also scrambles your ability to tell you that you are full. So that is something that is really scary as well. So you can go online and like Google a bunch of different stuff about sugar, but I just wanted to tell you that for this challenge, I just want you to be aware of what you are eating, and how you can be aware is by looking at the label again. And in general, 1 teaspoon of sugar is equal to 4 grams of sugar. So if you look at the back of a Coke, for example, and they might have 12 teaspoons of sugar, okay, then you divide that by 4, okay, and so how many teaspoons would be in that? 4 divided by 12 divided by 4 is 3 teaspoons of sugar, okay? So, but typically the average, I use the bad example because Coke has an average of 12 teaspoons of sugar in it. Just to give you a reference, bread has about 2 teaspoons in it. And so you can kind of play with it and kind of see, are you eating above it or below it? I just want you to kind of take a look at what you're eating. Are you eating above it and below it? Go ahead and post that today. Share with the group how you feel like you can cut your sugar out and keep it lower and healthier for your family. Just remember, you are an advocate for your health, and you are in charge of teaching your children how to eat healthy. So I don't want to fill up my kids with sugary beverages and sugary foods. I want to teach them to be happy, healthy, and confident. And you got to do that by taking care of yourself first and doing that, teaching your family second. So hope you guys have a great day today, and I hope you guys have learned something about sugar and you're just at least aware, because if you're aware of it, you can change it. Talk to you soon. Bye.